This is so gorgeous and so ancient and so interesting. And to have this self-important twat pour a bunch of green dye into that water, you should go to jail for that.
Swedish doom goblin Greta Thunberg has been banned from Venice for dyeing the Grand Canal green.
You're ruining this experience for thousands and thousands of people. Not just the ones who live in that amazing place, but the ones who get to visit.
Slapped with the...
Oh my goodness, the pearl clutching. Oh, ruining the experience. In fact, I'm willing to bet that people that visited and were traveling and saw that happening, it actually made that experience. Because think about it, it's one thing to go to Venice, and it's beautiful. It's another thing to go to Venice when an international scandal happened. And you were like there, like you actually saw the outrage. You saw the people go... I'm not defending Greta Thunberg. You know what? Actually, no, hold on. I am defending Greta Thunberg, and I'll tell you why. It is so dumb to see people fall for the puppet show. Because that's what she is. She is a puppet, right? And there are people that are funding her. There are people that are organizing. This is not that one day Greta Thunberg woke up and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to travel to Venice, and I'm going to pour some dye into the water. And that was like her idea, right? Like she's literally obsessed with environmentalism. Like that's what Greta is. Every single day of her life, every second, she cares about the environment. And so she said, yeah, I'm going to buy some dye. I'm going to fly by myself, and I'm going to pour some dye into the ocean. That's what people think. It's like you're falling for the puppet. If you go to a puppet show and you think the puppet actually moves and you don't see the hand that's up the puppet's ass, well, I'm sorry, but you need higher IQ. The main issue is not Greta Thunberg. As I mentioned before, it's the people that organize this. She is like an actor. Like, this is probably her life. She sits there, she gets a DM, she gets a message from someone, and is saying, hey, we're going to pay you this much. We're going to organize that you fly all the way to Venice. You're going to do this. You're going to appear on the camera. Your name is going to be mentioned, blah, 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 blah. And she'll say, okay, fine. Check clears. She does it. That's her job. Right? Like, she is a puppet waiting to be filled by whomever's hand requires her. And what I find interesting is that no one is actually trying to figure out who are the people organizing these stunts. Right? Because, think about it. What is the purpose of the stunt? Is to drag attention, right? And now she's on the Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan is outraged. Good enough. Okay. Who gets away? Well, the people that paid for her, the people that actually wanted the natural desecration to happen, to have paint dropped into the river. Those people get away scot-free. Those people are not in front of the media. No one talks about them. No one wants to see. Right? She gets banned from Venice. Oh, big fucking whoop. It's almost like she goes to Venice daily. Right? No one fucking cares. A lot of people actually blame Greta. And I do know why they do it. It's because... she is associated with environmentalism, right? The reality is that Europe wanted environmentalism because they couldn't have socialism. And so they realized that if we consider carbon to be the same like an indulgence tax, like the Catholic Church used to have back in the day, if we consider carbon to be sinful, then we realize that every single human activity, including turning on a light bulb, costs carbon. And so we can actually regulate every aspect of society. What is the purpose of socialism? To regulate every single aspect of society. And if socialism is unpalatable, we're going to push for environmentalism. But we can't just push for environmentalism, right? Like we need a show. We need something for the cameras. And we're like, okay, let's hire a puppet. If Greta Thunberg wasn't born on planet Earth, they would have hired someone else. The entire story of Greta Thunberg is like something from Mao Zedong, from the Communist Revolution. It's so fucking embellished. It's actually shameful for anyone that believes it. The idea that one day Greta Thunberg chose not to go to school and she just protested for the planet, and it just so happens that a rich person walked past her and he was so moved, and a couple of months later, she was talking to world leaders and she was asking people, how dare they? Why is it that, no child of any farmer in the European Union gets to go to Brussels and ask the politicians how dare they. Like, did you notice that, right? No child of an anti-vaxxer managed to go to the European Union and ask, like, how dare you, to Ursula von der Leyen. No, like, that never happened. So, like, why did it happen with Greta? Because, like, everyone was in on it. That was the reason she was there. She was literally there in order to push for environmentalism that was already in the making. And by the way, even if no one wanted to be Greta Thunberg, even if, like, no one would want to play the part, they would have pushed for it anyway. And so the reason that I am surprised is because, like, usually Joe Rogan is an intelligent individual, but to constantly, like, see people that are going for the puppet instead of, like, asking, okay, but, like, who's paying her and why? That's another question. You know, why do they do it? And the answer is, well, because a lot of activist money gets laundered. Like, you gotta understand how it works, right? Like, the government takes money from people, and the government can't just pocket those money. Like, they can't just, like, put them in their pockets. And so, like, they have friends, and they have other people that work in NGOs, non-government organizations, and then they give grants to those NGOs, and the NGO says, okay, well, we're going to hire a promotional campaign. We're going to do a promotional stuff. We're going to raise awareness, right? And so they hire Greta Thunberg, let's say for, like, I don't know how much she's worth, like probably $1 million or so. They get like $2 billion from the government. They sign a check with Greta for $2 billion. In reality, they only give her $1 and they pocket $1 themselves. And there you fucking go. Like, this is what it's about. Like, not to mention today, everybody knows about environmentalism, right? Like, it doesn't need any more raising awareness. That there is not a single person on planet Earth that has not already heard the argument. And so, like, what Greta is doing is attention whoring. Like, we already had the words for this, right? But, like, why is she doing it? Well, because she's paid. Who's paying her? That's the real question. And honestly, I don't know. Like, it's different organizations. Last time she was paid to go to Israel and to cause problems there. You know, now she's back doing environmentalist work. I'm pretty sure, like, you're going to keep seeing her, right? Basically, what she wants to do is to get arrested. That's pretty much how leftist activism works, is to show that she is a victim. And in order to become a victim, she has to do things which has the police taking her, and she looks that she's being victimized or whatever the case. That's her shtick, right? So I'm already predicting that you're going to hear from her in a couple of months from now, you know, somewhere else, getting arrested, getting banned from another country. The only problems with her, she's going to run out of countries. Like, you can only get banned from so many nations, you know? Like, at some point, you get banned from Israel, you get banned from Venice. Like, you're going to get banned from more countries than Johnny Somali is. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.